Fandom Live, and we're here to discuss what we feel are movies we hope to see in the years to come.
Live action movies.
Considering the advancements in technology, the achievements we've seen other movies accomplish, we believe that we've come up with a list of things we dearly love from our childhood. Well, our childhood, teenage years was good. And we would love to see them in live action adaptations. So, start of the list, we have Dragonlance. As those who are fans of the novels and the many spin-offs know, Dragonlance is one of those epic sagas that has helped shape the way fantasy stories are told. You have massive dragons, armies by the thousands, you have floating castles, you have clashes between wizards, warriors, and more. So with movies like Lord of the Rings,
yes, all those movies with dragons in them,
where dragons are shown to be more than just monsters, but to actually have personalities. Aragon, I think, is one of them. Dragonheart.
Dragonheart.
Yeah. So
a lot of personality there.
We pretty much can see that an epic saga like Dragonlance is actually very plausible, as long as they don't make the mistakes of the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Oh.
Dragonlance would be one of those things I would love to see.
That.
Going beyond dragons still being the key element.
I would really love to see a live-action Flight of Dragons movie. This is this Rankin Bass cartoon in was it 70s?
Gorbash!
Yeah, and with the 4 wizards, and the dragons were pretty...
And I can really see that happening, maybe like, you'd need some director with a really fantastical vision, like the guy who did The Cell, because he also did another movie called The Fall, where very extremely different scenes, and given the 4 different wizards and their 4 kingdoms, you know, it would really work. I can see that happening.
There's, of course, the Michael Bay movie, which, when you add that with the upcoming G.I. Joe lookalike movie, and we have Centurions is another thing we would love to see done in live action.
I mean, not so much that we totally think that the story is that meaningful, but technologically, we've sort of seen the elements already happen.
Power suits.
Yeah, the accelerator suits that they've shown in the trailers for G.I. Joe. Plus the tendency of certain Transformers to get very close to one another can lead to the whole man and machine power extremes locking in of components to make them stronger and all that. So that could happen.
And of course, flipping that to a different direction, you have the power suits plus the magic of CG graphics, and we have Visionaries, another live-action thing we would love to see.
I can totally, I mean, when I first saw the Patronums in Harry Potter, I'm like, that is so visionary totems.
Yeah, she probably stole it from there.
Yeah, but but visually, that's what it looked like. You know, because they're pale blue, and they sort of match the colors of the good guys. So yeah, that could work.
And it would have that nostalgia factor to actually hear them pronouncing those
the poem spells. Yeah.
No rock, no sleep, no whatever.
That's not one of the poems.
How about let's go to some Disney movies. How about The Rescuers? I mean, you have these movies with
talking rodents.
Yeah. And The Rescuers.
Stuart Little, or even the realism they attained in Ratatouille was pretty impressive. And well, they already did nothing before of 101 Dalmatians, so we know that they have the technology to update any of their cartoons.
And we know they're willing.
Yes, because we'll pay for it. Yeah, and another, I guess, one that I would want to see really is bringing the BattleTech universe to life as a movie. I mean, you can even go back to the old robot jocks type movie. We're sort of in that direction.
With the heat sinks and the...
Yeah, when you combine it now with the Transformers, quote-unquote, movie technology, then you can really see BattleTech happening. I'd like to see the invasion of the clans. That's one great story that we could bring together.
Of course, the problem with BattleTech, however, would be the copyright issues they had way back.
Yeah.
Wherein they reused some model designs which were from other franchises.
Well, right now we're just thinking out of the box about things we like and not thinking about the franchise issues. Yeah, so another highly franchised character is Mega Man.
I'd love to see a Mega Man live action adaptation simply because the idea of having in a single movie a guy who fights 8 to 10 other villains, each with a distinct,
We can stick with 8. That's classic.
each with a distinct power signature, and then as he progresses in the story, he actually uses that power signature to
You just
defeat
want to
the
see him
others.
jump.
And slide and
Slide,
dash.
yeah. But we don't need what's his name? Roll? I don't think we need a dog right now. We just Mega
No dogs.
Man.
No
Yeah.
dogs. I'm happy without dogs. Oh, I just realized. Since we're in the topic of video games, before we move to the next one on the list, Metroid. I want to see a Metroid movie.
Yeah, when you look at the current Metroid
I mean,
games,
come on, it's like Megan Fox in power armor, fighting aliens.
I don't think she'd fit in the costume.
And she can roll into a ball. Imagine that. You got Megan Fox and her wet
We're going to
fox.
that scary place again. So let's talk about other games that might also work. Final Fantasy VIII.
Of course.
We don't want to touch 7 anymore because Advent Children was really good. So 8 has a good
With
potential
a live
for
cast, not
becoming,
CG.
yeah, live action.
Just think of the marketing potential. You know, you'll have all these toy gun sabers. You can dress your mom like a Dea, or
gun blades or so
just that I know.
gun sabers. Oh, sorry. In the realm of Japanese stuff, we can talk about anime, and I guess and there are a lot of really good anime out there, but some of them are really epic, so you don't want to touch them. So I think something nice.
End of summer.
What?
No, sorry, that's different.
What? And then,
No.
something, something a little more concise that you could probably turn into a movie is
Urotsuki Doji!
the Read or Die series, ROD. Whether you want to pick the OVA or even the run of the TV series, which is really just people who have the ability to manipulate paper and create animals, weapons as paper masters. So, and that can happen a lot. We've seen a lot of effects where you have particles flying around in Harry Potter. You have pages flying, so that can work. And obviously, you can have people saying things at random, like in anime.
And the
But
place,
that's
the place would be very, the Reader Die would be very marketable as well, considering it's a cast of women.
yeah.
So you have like Megan
Megan
Fox jumping around with Meg Ryan.
I'm sensing a theme here. Okay, so
But of course, no live action adaptation would be complete. I mean, no
No
list
list, yes.
would be complete without citing the very thing which we Filipinos grew up loving so much,
Or deprived of.
worshipping to some extent,
Yeah.
and in many ways are so grateful that we've never fully outgrown. Diba? Patintero, the live action series. Wait, no. We're talking about
Voltus 5.
Baltus 5.
with the uncool.
But that's not Baltus 5. I don't know why I'm raising it up right.
Sorry.
Baltus 5.
V, okay.
Okay, so, but yeah, Baltus 5. We definitely can see robots happening. We have the costume technology to make the Bosanians and nice, believable
Yeah.
horns.
We might have some trouble with some of the weapons, like the ultra electromagnetic top. People might not know what tops are, so they might have to rename it. or
Update it or something, I don't know. But
stuff like
And
that.
they will probably change the father's name as well.
Ned is just not cool.
So when we think about all this, it could be really, really great. Although it's not going to be popular outside the Philippines. So if we make it with Philippine movie technology, I don't know if we can still do it.
Well, this is our list. So
Okay.
Yep.
Just
Yes,
just
our
see
list,
that,
and
so.
we know some of you out there might prefer that we did Voltron rather than Voltus 5 because they like the pink and blue rats to be in the movie. But I'm sorry, this is our list. The most you can do is either complain to your neighbors or write to us here at Fandom Live. The address and other contact details are showing on the screen right now. And yeah, if Urotsuki Doji the movie ever happens, I'll be the first one to be the weekly.
Drip, drop, raindrops
This is Fandom
trailing
Live.
down the window.
Signing off before they kill me.
Tick
I
tock, midnight, clock's not broken. Why do I even bother?